Hey all, on the road with Big Al here. I thought I would make a video. I've had 2 breakdowns in the last 2 weeks. It's this part right here. It's a fitting that goes on to, it's a heater hose fitting. It goes into the motor, and then it the hose clamps on this end. This piece is made out of plastic. I drive a Kenworth T680. This end here is broke off, and it's got like threads on it, and it screws into the engine block, and then the heater hose comes on this part, and then you clamp the heater hose onto here so it doesn't come off. 2 weeks ago I was driving through Missouri, and my coolant light came on. I pulled over, it was dark, put coolant in. The light came back on. I was close to a Travel Center of America, so I pulled in. The next morning, had them look at it. It was dark, so we kind of looked at it the next morning. We could tell that night it was the top one. There's 2 of them right there next to each other. I'm told there's actually 3 of them somewhere in the truck. The 2 of them are on the passenger side. Kind of towards the back. You kind of look at them. If they're plastic, you better replace them because they're going to break. The new fittings are made out of brass because they kept breaking. Where was that? They're on that. There's 2 of them on that side. You can see easily, and I'm told that there's a 3rd one behind the firewall that's kind of hard to get to. I've now replaced 2 of them. When I pulled into the Travel Center of America, the guy there asked me if I wanted to replace all 3 of them, and I said yes. And apparently, they only replaced the 1. When I broke down and seen what happened, we went to the other side of the truck, and it had completely. The first time, it kind of just cracked, and it was leaking real bad, and I was losing coolant, and I was able to at least put some coolant in and get somewhere to get it fixed. This time it was completely busted off, and the coolant just went out, and I was stranded on the side of the road. It was kind of a nightmare. I was 14 miles from a Love's. They couldn't find the part. I was told I was about 60-70 miles north of Phoenix, Arizona. They said that there was a parts company in Tolleson, Arizona, that had the part. Peterbilt, but they were going to charge me by the hour, which is whatever mechanics charge for Love's, and by the mile. So they were saying to go back into Tolleson and get the part was going to cost about $700. Just to get the part was about $700. He gave me the number of the place that had the part. I called in and about the part, and asked them, well, is there anybody around Tolleson that can come out, pick up the part, come out and fix it? And they were like, well, we don't have anybody that do it. But I have this number of this guy who will come out and deliver it. And I kind of give a shout out to him. If you're in Arizona and you ever break down and you need a part, these guys I think they did a really good job, and it was reasonably priced too. Out of Arizona, statewide carrier services, Southwest Carrier Division. Their phone number was 520-213-6294. This is a business card they gave me. I don't know if you can see that. Came out, it was like 70 miles. They charged me $89. The parts place gave me the Love's discount. So for the part, for the brass fitting and 2 gallons of antifreeze, they charged me $39. So to get the part out to my truck cost $110. And then I didn't have a tool to get the old. This piece was busted off. busted off in there, so needed an easy out to get that unthreaded out of there. I didn't have a tool, so I ended up having to call recall Loves and have them come back out and get this on and get it filled up with antifreeze. I'd lost like 4 gallons of antifreeze, so I probably wasn't going to have enough antifreeze to get me. I probably could have got back to that Loves 14 miles away, but it's kind of a nightmare. If you own a T680, I would at least look to see if these plastic fittings are on, and I would at least stop and get. I'd get maybe 3 or 4. They're only on the TA invoice. They charged me like $31, $32 for them. I think I paid $25. They gave me the Loves discount at Peterbilt, and they charged me $25 for them. So if you have the plastic one, I would at least stop at a Kenworth and buy replacements, because these are made out of plastic. They are going to break, and at the very least TA charged me $125 to have somebody go to have the part delivered. At least they had the part delivered. But if you have the part on them, if you have the part on you, if you can't change it out yourself or don't have the tools to change it out, it really doesn't look like it'd be that difficult to replace. It just, like I said, it just screws in, put the hose on and put the clamp on, and that's really all you have to do. The biggest problem is I didn't have a tool to get the piece that broke off in there out to unscrew that piece. Other than that, it really shouldn't be much to do it. Say it's a Paccar. I got a Paccar engine, a Kenworth T680. Was stranded on the side of the road. Ended up having to spin. You know, if TA would have replaced both of them like I asked, yeah, I would have saved $400, and I was literally stranded on the side of the road for 12, 13 hours before they didn't get out there until the next morning. They ended up not getting out there until the next morning. The parts guy that delivered it was absolutely great. Got it out there, $89. You know, that round trip, it didn't even charge me $1 a mile to get it out there. You know, appreciate it. Kind of got me out of a jam. I looked to see if I could Uber back there and get it, and there was no, where I was at, there was no Ubers available, and it had a price of $120 if there was one available. So it was going to be $200 just to Uber back and forth. If I could even get an Uber, it was going to be $240. So him getting that part out there kind of was a lifesaver. On the road with Big Al, I'm going to put also, I'm a big believer in Mudflap app to buy fuel. I buy pretty much probably 75% of my fuel off of Mudflap. The discount I get on there, it's great. Check out the link in the comment section. I'll put a link in the comment section of Mudflap. If you sign up and go through my link, you'll get $10 free fuel, and I'll get $10 free fuel. It really just an app, no fees, nothing. If you buy fuel at one of their places, they have the discount. You'll get the discount. You just need to tie a credit card to it. And lately, I got a call from them the other day saying that, hey, if you link your bank account, if you link a bank account or a debit card to it, you'll get another 2 cent discount on wherever you get fuel at us. It's really good. I honestly use it. Kind of the reason I talk about it here is because it really saves me money. I got an RTS fuel card, and pretty much any place that RTS, and I pay a $75 fee. I paid a $75 activation fee and a $5 monthly fee for RTS fuel card, and every place that RTS fuel card has, Mudflap has a better discount on every one of them. So I just use Mudflap, and Mudflap has no monthly fees or nothing. It's get the app, put down a credit card to make your fuel payments, and get the discount. It's really that simple. All right, thanks for watching. I'm Alan on the road with Big Al. Thank you.